Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we will present to you about our guidance and counseling program that named Mental Health Awareness Week program. Now, I will introduce myself. My name is Nur Syazaliana binti Muhammad Yadila and my group members are Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad Ali, Aina Tasha binti Zainal, Nurul Fatih Hazim and Siti Sarah Abdul Aziz. The background of the program.
The background for our program is student mental health studies that have been conducted by institutions of higher learning prove that mental health problems among school students are increases. Mental health problems faced by students such as depression, anxiety, and stress have a negative impact on students such as difficulty in focusing on lessons and loss of confidence. Yet, some of them have a tendency to commit suicide because they often think they do not want to continue their lives and feel lonely. During the celebration of World Mental Health Day in 2019, Datuk Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah, Director General of Health Malaysia, stated through the National Health and Mobility Survey found that 1 in 5 adolescents aged between 13 and 17 years suffer from depressive symptoms, while 2 in 5 experience anxiety and 1 in 10 experience stress. Due to that, students who face this problem must be helped and guided so that nothing undesirable happens as a result of making wrong decisions. Therefore, with the existence of guidance and counseling teachers in schools, it is hoped to help deal with this mental health problem more professionally.
The problem statement.
Next, the problem that we want to highlight in our program is student mental health problems always occur even though it is not very significant, yet it is an issue that worrying nowadays. Students' lack of knowledge about the mental health and ways to maintain, manage personal and mental well-being. The school seeks to raise awareness of the importance of mental well-being by using a variety of approaches. Guidance and counseling teachers play a role as an important and accepted service in schools. To help the school deal with this problem professionally, data and information are needed to prove the effectiveness of the program and the number of students who have awareness in maintaining mental well-being. It is also to ensure that there is a change in the way of thinking from a negative-minded person to a positive-minded person.
Goals of the program.
As we all know, mental health issue is not only focused on the adults, but also by many teenagers, especially school students who are suffering from this problem. The most common mental disorder that experienced by students are depression and anxiety. In today's fast-paced life, the challenges faced by today's young generation are far different from those experienced by the previous generation, and even more difficult, such as they need to have online learning during this pandemic COVID-19. The challenges demand them to learn faster in addition to being exposed to various pressure that make the younger generation more at risk for mental health illness and depression. The World Health Organization (WHO) reports that almost type of mental illness begin as early as the age of 14 because most go undetected and they do not get the right treatment at the early stage. So our job as a teacher, especially in the field of counseling, we need to help students to deal with this problem so that they can live in a good life in adolescence and in the future. So at the end of this program, we put goals that students are capable of managing and maintaining their emotional well-being as well as developing positive social interaction with everyone around them.
Objective program.
The objective of our program firstly identify students' psychosocial and mental well-being problems. Through the synthesis skill in the form of the quizzes that we make it with questions about the psychosocial and mental well-being information to the students, we can find out who our students have stress, depressed, anxiety and controlling emotion problems in learning. Secondly, collect and analyze data to make inferences based on the psychosocial level and mental well-being of students. Through the synthesis skill in the form of the quizzes, we will collect the answer of students and analyze data from the answering the quizzes. Then we make inferences based on the psychosocial level and figure out the students who have good or bad mental well-being problems. Thirdly, helping school to reduce students' psychosocial and mental well-being problems that can impact students' own learning. We as a teacher's guidance and counseling will help school to find out the students who have a psychosocial and mental well-being problems and make sure the student didn't have any problem that can impact their learning session in the classroom. Fourthly, guiding students to solve their problems in controlling emotion and socialization through the synthesis skill in the form of the quizzes. From the synthesis skill that we make it in the form of the quizzes, students can find out their knowledge and level of their respective in psychosocial and mental well-being. So the counselor can guide emotion to solve them in controlling emotion, socialization, and have a healthy mind. Fifthly, students are able to figure out how to solve problems well. From the guidance that we give through the synthesis skill, we make sure that students who are able to solve their problems well with a healthy mind and positive vibe from us. Sixthly, students are able to learn how to implement good emotional development when they know the information and knowledgeable about the psychosocial and mental well-being very well.
The rationale of the program. Now, let's continue about the rationale of this program. First, the mission of the Guidance and Counseling Service is for students to be better than before. From these synthesis skills, we, as a counseling teachers, will be able to know if students are experiencing stress and have problems that can lead to mental health. It is because in this quiz, there are the question or survey that lead students to answer with the truth. So, through this program, students will be able to be helped and can be better than before. Next, for the second rationale of this program, it will produce students who have a healthy mind and are able to think positively. The positive thinking that usually comes with optimism is a key part of effective stress management. And effective stress management is associated with many health benefits. So, with this program, we can help students and they can release their mind and know the effective way to manage their stress and lead them for a healthy mind and good with their mental health. The net rationale of this program, it will produce students who have a good personality and quality so that they become responsible citizens toward themselves, their families, society, and the country. From these synthesis skills, students will get some information about mental health, psychosocial, and get the awareness from it. This program also can influence students with a good personality because they get their healthy mind and healthy life. The focus of action plan.
The first focus of the action plan is we need to identify and categorize the groups of students. We can collect the information of students from surveys, disciplinary reports, and the information from their parents, class teachers, and friends. After that, we will divide them in 4 main areas, which are discipline, academic, social, and personality. In each area, there will be small groups of students such as truant group, excellent group, unsociable group, and so on. We also put a target number between 5 to 10 people in each group. These are the targeted group of students that counseling teachers want to observe if they are having the symptoms or are suspected of having a mental disorder. If the students are having those kind of problems, they will meet with the counseling teachers to seek counseling and advice to resolve their problems. We begin by focusing on a limited number of students as this aligns to the amount of counseling instructor in the school. Next focus of the action plan is program implementation. After we identifying the students group, we will run the mental health awareness week program. This program will be conducted on every week of each month. Each week, counseling teachers will distribute poster or infographic about the mental health awareness to all school residents. Since we are having online learning, the information will be forwarded in the WhatsApp group that contain parents and students. So, not only students will get the information about the mental health awareness, but also parents will get the same information. Then, in the fourth week, the counseling teachers will distribute the quiz link to the class teachers, and then the class teachers will give it to the students. All students need to answer the quizzes to analyze their knowledge on the mental health issue. The third action is counseling session. After they answer the quizzes, the counseling teachers will analyze students' answer, and if there are students who experience symptoms of mental disorder, they will set a date to have counseling session. Students are given advice from the counseling teachers, and the teachers will help and guide students to deal with the problem. Among the service provided is individual or in group counseling. Students can choose which types of counseling approach that they prefer to. We want to make students feel comfortable with the counseling session because not all persons like to share their problems with other people. So, as a counseling teachers, we will try the best to help the students to solve their problems. If the students' problems are very serious, the counseling teachers should seek help from the specialists of this field, such as psychiatrists. And the psychiatrists will guide and help the students. Lastly, the counseling teachers will send monthly reports to the principal as well as to the Parents and Teachers Association (PTA) or as known as PIDG to discuss the matters arising about the program and to improve this program in the next time.
The target.
Next, the target of our program. First, discipline. We are target the Tran group students who didn't come to the school more than 3 days. Next, second, in academic, we are target the excellent group. Certain students that excellent in academic has a problem in psychosocial and mental well-being because of their parents very too much to them to make sure their success in examination. And then fail pass group, students who get a bad result. And then slow learners group, students who are not able to catch up the teaching fastly, so they need to repeat and revise to make sure they understand. Third, in social, we are target the reclusive and unsociable group, students who are passive and didn't like to have a communication with their friends and teachers. And fourth, in personality, we are target the sufferers of mental disorder groups, the students who are involved in stress, depression, anxiety and controlling emotion problems.
Monitoring and evaluation.
For monitoring and evaluation, we will collect the data we receive from the quiz and survey forms distributed. Next, we will report it to the principals and senior assistant teachers of schools and the Parents and Teachers Association. This is the monitoring and evaluation indicators table. The first indicator is the number of infographic distributed. The data will be collected from infographic distribution sheet. It will be monitored weekly by the counseling teachers. Next, the number of quizzes distributed to the students, which will be collected from quizzes distribution sheet and be monitored weekly by the counseling teachers. Third, the number of students who answers the survey and quizzes. The data will be collected from Google Analytics and be monitored monthly by the program manager. Fourth, the number of students who understand about the awareness of mental health issue. The data will be collected from the quizzes and be monitored monthly by the assistant program manager. Fifth, the number of students who halfway understand regarding the awareness of mental health issue, which will be collected from the quizzes and be monitored monthly by the assistant program manager. Next, the number of students who do not understand the awareness of mental health issue. This data will be collected from the quizzes too and monitored monthly by the assistant program manager. Seventh, the number of students who admitted of having mental disorder. The data will be collected from the surveys and it will be monitored every 3 months by the program manager. And lastly, the number of students who capable to overcome their own mental disorder, which will be collected from the counselor's report. The data will be monitored every 6 months by the program manager.
The quiz.
In order to collect data from the students, we will be using certain platforms such as Quizzes and Questions Pro. We have set an amount of questions that are necessary for our program. First of all, to find out the percentage of students' knowledge regarding mental health, we have decided to use an interesting and attractive quiz platform, namely Quizzes. We have decided to only include simple questions such as follows. The questions included are such as their gender and whether they have any idea of mental health issues. We also have inserted the definition of mental health, then proceed to ask which of the following is a mental health issue. We also insist the opinion on the importance of taking care of mental health and what would they do in order to help people with mental health issue. Next, we want to put an initiative to give a little help for the students with mental health issues, and in order to do that, we have to find out who are in need. With that, we have created a survey form using Questions Pro website. The questionnaire included simple and direct questions to make it easy for the students and the professional in charge in analyzing. The data from the survey also will be reported to the authority and used for future references. The questions in the survey are such as their age and gender. Then we included a list of feelings that could be a symptom of mental health issue, where they also can state to certain level they feel those feelings. Other than that, another alike set of questions as before, except the questions in this one are about how often they feel the following feelings in their daily life. In the survey form, we also included do they have anybody or anywhere to approach if they have issues in terms of mental health. We have also included a section for the students to rant and let go what's in their mind, and also keep it confidential for students who doesn't have anyone to lean on. The questions in the survey and quiz will be updated from time to time since we are aiming for students with healthy mental health for a long time.
Video attachment. Thank you for watching.